All of the Community Day Pokemon from the last 2 years are back for a Community Day weekend in Pokemon Go. But how can you get the most out of this event? Well, in this video, I will be going through all the event details, event tips, meta relevance of the featured Pokemon and Community Day moves, 100% IVs, and more. The event takes place on December 16th and 17th between 2 PM and 5 PM on both days. The bonuses for the event will be 2 times Catch XP, Stardust, and Candy, 2 times chance for Candy XL for trainers level 31+, half hatch distance for eggs placed into incubators during the event, lures and incense will last for 3 hours excluding the daily incense, you'll get 1 additional special trade for a maximum of 2 for the day, and all trades made will require 50% less Stardust. So there will be a different set of Pokemon featured on each event day. On Saturday, December 16th, between 2 PM and 5 PM, the following Pokemon will be appearing more frequently in the wild: Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke, Togetic, Chespin, Fennekin, and Noibat. And on December 17th, between 2 PM and 5 PM, the featured Pokemon will be Poliwag, Wooper, Paldean Wooper, Timburr, Axew, Froakie, and Grubbin. And for the last 10 minutes of each of these hours on both days, you have a chance to encounter Charmander, Squirtle, Mareep, Swinub, and Larvitar. Any of these featured Pokemon during these hours will have the boosted Community Day shiny rate. Outside of these hours, any of the featured Pokemon have a chance to spawn between 9 AM and 9 PM on each day, but they will only have the Community Day boosted shiny rates when they spawn between 2 PM and 5 PM event hours. In 1-star raids and in 2-kilometer event eggs will be the 2022 Community Day Pokemon: Sandshrew, Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Geodude, Hoppip, Teddiursa, Galarian Zigzagoon, Spheal, Starly, Roggenrola, Litwick, Dino, and Stuffle. From Saturday, December 16th at 9 AM till 9 PM on December 17th, you can evolve into the following Pokemon to get their featured Community Day legacy attacks. So evolving into Charizard will get you Dragon Breath and Blast Burn, Blastoise will get Hydro Cannon, Sandslash will get Night Slash, Alolan Sandslash will get Shadow Claw, Alolan Golem will get Rollout, Poliwrath will get Counter, Slowbro, Galarian Slowbro, Slowking, and Galarian Slowking will all get Surf, Ampharos will get Dragon Pulse, Politoed will get Ice Beam, Jumpluff will get Acrobatics, Quagsire will get Aqua Tail, Tyranitar gets Smackdown, Walrein gets Powder Snow and Icicle Spear, Staraptor will get Gust, Togekiss will know Aura Sphere, Mamoswine will know Ancient Power, Gigalith will get Meteor Beam, Conkeldurr will get Brutal Swing, Chandelure will get Poltergeist, Haxorus will be able to learn Breaking Swipe, Hydreigon will know Brutal Swing, Chestnut will know Frenzy Plant, Delphox will know Blast Burn, Greninja will get Hydro Cannon, Noivern will get Boom Burst, Vikavolt and Charjabug will know Volt Switch, Beware will know Drain Punch, Obstagoon will get Obstruct, Clodsire will know Mega Horn, and there will be a special full moon between 2 PM on the 16th till 6 AM on the 17th, and from 2 PM on the 17th till 9 PM on the 17th, where you can evolve Ursaluna to get high horsepower. I will be going through which of these Community Day moves are worth getting later on in the video. There will be a $1 special research, there will be timed research rewarding King's Rocks, Magnetic Lures, and featured encounters from 2023 and 2022 Community Days. There will be event-themed field research leading to encounters with the 2023 Community Day Pokemon, and there'll be event-themed stickers available, and showcases featuring Community Day Pokemon from 2023. So that is it for the details. Let's have a look at some tips to help you get the most out of this event. So there is a 2 times Catch XP bonus for the event, so it is a great time to use Lucky Eggs, go for excellent throws and quick catches. With this you could get over 4,000 XP per catch, so a great way to rack up XP. Also, with the increased duration of lure modules, people will be using them more, so it's worth playing in a place where there are a load of Pokestops so you can catch more Pokemon and get more XP. It's also a great chance to use your incense because of the increased duration, meaning you will have more spawns to quick catch for XP. Likewise, for the 2 times Catch Stardust, it could be worth using Star Pieces to get a further 1.5 times Stardust per catch. I would also recommend doing any Pokestop showcases that you do see, because even if you don't rank highly, you'll still get some XP and Stardust, and if you do happen to rank highly, then you could get some premium items. If you are trying to place highly, then keep an eye on the time that the showcase finishes, because some people like to change their Pokemon last minute to a higher ranking Pokemon to try and snipe the victory. So for the 2 times Candy bonus, you can use Pinap Berries to further increase candy gains, and you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon of the same type as the Pokemon you are catching to increase the amount of Candy, Candy XL, and XP you get per catch. As there are a lot of types of Pokemon throughout each of the days, it's best to pick the Pokemon that you want to focus Candy and Candy XL on, and then Mega Evolve a Pokemon of that type. I will be going through the meta relevance of the featured Pokemon later on in the video, so that might help you figure out which Pokemon to focus on and which Pokemon to Mega Evolve. However, if you are looking for a Mega Evolution that will cover the highest amount of Pokemon, then you could Mega Evolve the following Pokemon. So for the Saturday, December 16th, to cover the most Pokemon, I would recommend Mega Evolving Rayquaza because it will boost 4 out of the 6 featured Pokemon. It will boost Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke, Togetic and Noibat. And for December 17th, I would recommend reverting Kyogre into its primal form. This will allow you to boost 4 of the 7 featured Pokemon. Primal Kyogre will give bonuses to Poliwag, the Jotonian Wooper, Froakie and Grubbin. Note that for both of these recommendations, I'm not taking into account the Pokemon that you can encounter for the last 10 minutes of each hour, because you probably won't see a lot of these, so you shouldn't really base your Mega Evolutions around them unless you're really trying to focus on getting those specific Pokemon. And if that is the case, because some of them do have some good meta relevance, you could Mega Evolve Pokemon for those 10 minutes if you really wanted to focus on them, and then Mega Evolve back into something else if you've got enough Mega Energy. And if you want to build up Mega Energy before the event, you can walk the Pokemon you want to Mega Evolve if you have already Mega Evolved one of its species to get more Mega Energy. So it is definitely worth trading during this event, because not only do you get an extra special trade and a 50% Stardust discount, but this season you also get an extra candy and a guaranteed XL candy per trade. This means it's beneficial to trade over transferring your Pokemon. And as you need 35 Platinum medals to level up to level 49 in Pokemon Go, doing these trades will help you to get your Platinum Gentleman medal, and it might even help you with your Pilot medal if there is some good distance between the Pokemon that are being traded. Additionally, if you do trade Pokemon that have distance between them, you will get more candy and a higher chance of Candy XL. With half hatch distance for the event, remember to place eggs into the incubator after the event starts, otherwise you won't get the bonus. This event will be a great time to work on your Platinum Breeder medal, because you can hatch to 2km event eggs for only 1km distance or 0.667 kilometers with a super incubator. 3-hour lure modules are a good way to get your Platinum Picnicker medal. It's always a great idea to be putting lures down in populated areas on community days. If you are looking to complete your Rising Star Platinum medal, it could be worth doing some of the featured 1-star raids to add to it if you haven't raided them before. And as the field research is always easy to do during community days, it's normally just catch 3 of the featured Pokemon. It can be very helpful with getting your Platinum Pokemon Ranger medal. And if you play community day in an area where there are a lot of spawns and not a lot of Pokestops, and you find yourself running out of Pokeballs and other items you need for the day, it would be a good idea to open gifts from your friends. If you don't live near a lot of Pokestops, it's a good idea to be opening the max amount of gifts you can each day to build up those Pokeballs and berries before the event. So how good are the featured community day Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and are their community day moves worth getting? So for both Slowpoke, Slowbro and Slowking, they don't really have any meta relevance, but they do benefit from knowing Surf, so if you have a Slowpoke to evolve, it's worth doing it during the weekend. It's good to note that Slowbro does have a Mega Evolution, but it isn't really that great compared to other Water type raid attackers. Togetic is worth catching because Togekiss is a top 5 Fairy type raid attacker, and it's ranked 74 in the Master League as well. Its Community Day move, Aura Sphere, is very much worth getting for Go Battle League. For Chespin, Chestnut is a decent budget Grass type raid attacker, and it's not that bad in the Go Battle League either, being ranked 66 in the Great League and 94 in the Ultra League. It does need Frenzy Plant though, so worth evolving during the weekend. Fennekin and its evolution Delphox don't have any meta relevance, but Blastburn is worth evolving for. Likewise, Noibat and Noivern don't see much play, but its Community Day move Boomburst is worth getting. Poliwag is worth focusing on for Poliwrath for Go Battle League, because it is ranked 16 in the Great League and 3 in the Ultra League. Its Com Day move counter is definitely worth getting. Politoed is also not a bad Pokemon in the Ultra League, being ranked 65. Its legacy move Ice Beam isn't really that relevant though, so not worth going after. For the Jotonian Wooper, Quagsire is good in Great League, being ranked 52, and it doesn't really need its Community Day move Aqua Tail, so you don't really need to evolve it on the weekend. As for the Paldean Wooper, Clodsire is even better in Great League, being ranked 14, and again the legacy move Megahorn isn't a recommended move, so you don't really need it. Timber is worth catching because Conkeldurr is a strong fighting type raid attacker, and it's decent in Master League, being ranked 61, with its Community Day legacy move Brutal Swing, so worth evolving for that. Axew isn't the most meta relevant Pokemon. Haxorus isn't a top dragon type raid attacker, but not bad if you haven't got anything else. It is ranked 94 in the Master League and benefits a lot from its Community Day move Breaking Swipe. Froakie is a decent Pokemon to hunt because Greninja is a top 10 water type raid attacker, and it is ranked 48 in the Great League and 49 in the Ultra League. Getting Hydro Cannon for this Pokemon during the weekend is highly recommended. Grubbin's evolution Charger Bug with its Community Day Volt Switch is decent in the Great League, being ranked 49. So moving on to the Community Day Classic spawns, Charmander is worth going after because Mega Charizard Y is the best fire type raid attacker, and Charizard is ranked 87 in the Great League and 32 in the Ultra League. As for the Community Day moves, I recommend evolving into Charizard during this weekend because it does need Blast Burn. Likewise with Squirtle, Mega Blastoise is a top water type raid attacker, and Blastoise is decent in the Ultra League, being ranked 60. Again, it does want Hydro Cannon, so worth evolving during the event. Mareep doesn't have much meta relevance, and its Community Day move Dragon Pulse doesn't really help it. Swinub is worth going after because Mamoswine is a top ice type raid attacker and a strong ground type raid attacker. It's also ranked 25 in the Master League. Its legacy move Ancient Power, however, is not worth getting. Larvitar is also worth going after because Mega Tyranitar is a top rock and dark type raid attacker, and it is decent in the Master League at rank 84. Smackdown is worth evolving for its rock type moveset and for the Master League. So when it comes to the Pokemon from the 2022 Community Days that are in raids and eggs only, Alolan Sandshrew is worth picking up for Alolan Sandslash, which is ranked 58 in the Great League, and it does want its legacy move Shadow Claw for this. Ursaluna is ranked 32 in the Master League, and it does want its Community Day legacy move High Horsepower from Evolution. Obstagoon is another Pokemon for PvP, being ranked 76 in the Ultra League. Its legacy move Obstruct isn't recommended, but it does see some play in Go Battle League, so you might want to evolve one with that. I would recommend going for Spheal because Walrein is ranked 84 in the Great League, 50 in the Ultra League, and 87 in the Master League. It will get both its legacy moves that it needs from Evolution during the event, so worth evolving for. For Starly, Staraptor is ranked 77 in the Ultra League, but its legacy move Gust isn't really required. Roggenrola might be worth going after because Gigalith is a decent rock type raid attacker with its Community Day move Meteor Beam. Likewise, Litwick might be worth going after because Chandelure is a decent ghost and fire type raid attacker, but it doesn't need its legacy move Poltergeist. And for Dino, its Evolution Hydreigon is a top dark type raid attacker, and it does want its Community Day move Brutal Swing, so you should evolve for that. It's also ranked 30 in the Master League, and it's worth noting that the middle evolution Zweilous is ranked 60 in the Great League. So I have noted all the Community Day legacy moves that are worth going after, and the ones that don't really matter as much, but it is possible that some of the less useful ones could become more useful in the future with move updates and rebalancing. So with that said, let's take a look at the 100% IVs that you can look out for during the day. So I have made some tables that you can screenshot to know the 100% IV for each of the Community Day Pokemon, caught in the various ways that they are available throughout the event. So these are the 100% IV values for the featured Pokemon for Saturday, December 16th. Next are the 100% IVs for Pokemon featured on Sunday, December 17th. These are the values for the Community Day Classic Pokemon from this year that are available for the last 10 minutes of each hour of the event hours. And lastly, these are the 100% IV CP values for the 2022 Community Day Pokemon that feature throughout the event. So what about everything else that's going on in Pokemon Go during December? Are they worth playing, and which Pokemon are worth raiding? If you want to know more about this, check out these videos next.